to throw some hundreds. And that old life that you run from, baby girl, keep running. Keep running. It's pressure with me. Ooh, it's precious to me. I got my anchor out. Ooh, I'm locked in your seat.
It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the Golden State Warriors? The NBA postseason, coming up next.
We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Woolridge, the monster out there, with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Sessions in at the 3. And for Chicago, the monster out there with Woodson. Then it's Magician. And it's Nicholson in at the center position. And take a look at the Warriors. Undergoing possibly the worst finals collapse we've ever seen. Greg, is there anything they can do to turn this thing around?
Well, Kevin, if we're being real, probably not. But if they're to have any chance, they can't worry about what might have been. They need to find something that works tonight and take this thing one game at a time.
And the 3 ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triplet.
Outside, Woolridge. Here's Wesley. Pass to Behringer. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Magician. Here's Nicholson. Misses the 3. And Wembanyama outside. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside, Woolridge, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sessions. Rebound by the Bulls. They are really pleased with the victory on Monday.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defensively you were on your game. But bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot it well, and you've got to take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint.
Oh, yeah, one thing affects the other without question. It's the kind of thing they'll try to recreate.
Here's Woodson. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Behringer, and it's good off the glass. Behringer's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
The monster passes to Nicholson, and stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Behringer. 5 points in the game. From past the arc, Sessions no good. He's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Wesley. And Wembanyama outside. And the 3 off target. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Offensive rebound to the left side wing. There's the 3. It's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And so it's Sessions. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Wembanyama, left side. Shot clock at 6. Nicholson grabs the board. Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field. to the paint. Out to the right wing. Here's Sevic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of it.
Some changes for Golden State. Lynch, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Big Dog comes in for the Monster. And it's Propniak in for Woolridge. Here's Bates, defended by Shing. They now take the lead.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's Sessions. Hasn't made one yet. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Robinson on the wing, covered by Wesley. Robinson, that's good.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Sessions looking around. Pass to Shing. Fires from deep. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bulls out front. They lead by 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Robinson is out there with the Monster, and there's the Monster. Then it's Reynolds, and it's Mr. Perfect in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Propniak. He has yet to score. Out left of the wing. Shoots it up. Lynch's shot is off. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Mix checked in for the Bulls. Magician comes in for Reynolds. And the Warriors also making a change. Woolridge is checked in for Propniak. Pass to Wesley. for three. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Bangs home the trifecta. Berenger's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of punting the right mismatch.
Chicago making a switch here. Nicholson's checking in. And the Warriors also making a change. Sessions is checked in. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Here's Woolridge. No good from outside.
So the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Here's Berenger. 8 points for him. Pass to Magician. Shot clock at 5. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And now an 11-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here is Woolridge. No scoring in this one. Robinson against Wesley. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Shing. And the Warriors miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Berenger. Woodson's checked in for Chicago. The Monsters checked in for the Warriors. Warriors trail by 11. Shing with it. For those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Chicago.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Woodson. It's covered by Sessions. Pass to Nicholson. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Magician. Good on the triple. Magicians got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Beringer trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Woodson. He's covered by Sessions, and that one's good, Woodson.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Sheets check in for Lynch. And so it's Sessions. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Down by 15. To the left wing. Pass to Beringer. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-1 run. Chalk up two there. Woodson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
A nice shot by Beringer.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Magician passes to Woodson. It's hauled in by Cheeks.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Here's Beringer. Off target from outside.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Three-pointer nailed from three-point land. Berenger's got 10 points.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Billy Donovan here with us now, and Coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums. They're measuring up the shots. Let's hear it for the participants.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Chicago Bulls.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors. This game is a chance, a final chance, for them to make a statement in this series. How do you get into a winning mindset when you're down 3-0?
Well, some teams, Ernie, are at their most dangerous when they're back against the corner. But it's all about focus and maintaining it in a tough situation.
You know, I got respect for everything they've done this year. If this is the end of the road, you should be proud of the progress they made so far.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you say that, Shaq. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. We've seen the Monster really having a great game.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Well, this is what he does. When the stage is biggest, he runs to the light.
Warriors trail by 14. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. The Monster out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Woolridge, and it's Sessions in at the 3 slot. Connects from three-point range.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Pass to Woodson. Here's Magician. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wesley the pass to the Monster. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Berenger's got 12. Pass to Berenger. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Offensive rebound. Lets it go with the 3. Drills it from outside. And that's 12 points for Magician.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Now here is Woolridge. Still yet to score. And the Warriors, another 3.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Pass to Berenger. From outside the arc. They get it back. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Here's Sessions. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
Here's Magician. 12 points for him. Pass to Berenger. Hits the three-point bomb. 11 points in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. When you look at the monster, he does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Outside, Woolridge. They set the pick. For the three. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Woolridge. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Sessions. Well, Chicago's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Magician passes to Nicholson, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's the pick. Pass to Beringer. Here's Woolridge. No good on the triple. Chicago leading by 14. Magician passes to the monster. Buries it down low. Berenger's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him. And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Sessions passes to Wembanyama. Shoots from the corner. Chicago grabs the miss. Nicholson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Beringer. Fires away from outside. That shot no good. And so it's Chicago with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Magician is out there with Reynolds. And it's Robinson, and there's the monster. And it's Nicholson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Shing. Now here's Sessions. Back to Shing. The 3-pointer, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside Robinson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Robinson's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to Woolridge. 3-pointer. The shot. No good.
Well, his 3-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
He lobs it up. Nicholson's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
Now here's Sessions. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Robinson passes to Bates. Here's Magician. And it's Lynch with the rebound. Warriors trail by 20. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Big Dog the pass to Sessions. Rips it down with 2 hands.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Both teams making substitutions here. And that one's good, Woodson. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Sessions. Wembanyama, left side. Just 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Woolridge buries the deep ball.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Magician, guarded by Woolridge. From outside. Not that time. It won't go. Warriors trail by 17. There's 1:40 left in the fourth. Wembanyama, a screen. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Bulls.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shot.
And they're going to win the title in the most emphatic way possible with a clean sweep in the finals.
And guys, once they got them down 3-0, it could taste that championship. There just was no way they were letting them off the hook. They came out with a little something extra and just made sure that we were going to see a trophy presentation here today.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the monster.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score. The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And he does not hit. The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. Here's Magician. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there's a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
we hit the block, you know we really got to get paid. We put it work. Toss it up just like an orbit. Horn might just get all up in your face. And it's a clear view from here to see what's next. Turn up the pressure, cooking on them like a full court press. And rebound like world peace was Ron Artest. Cause it's the LAMONT then. Who brought the flame? I rock the mic right. This is for my people who working 9 to 5. More like 9 to 9, my grind gotta be a crime. Trying to find the time during these trying times. Cause I've been on a mission, cleaning up my history. Trying to find a better place to raise all of my children. But like a daytime soap, episodes are so boring, promoting nothing but drama. And I can't even holler, cause I was on the ride. I've been riddled with problems since I was a toddler. Product of poverty, popping my collar. Been dropping these spots since I dropped out of college. So if you're living the day, cause you work every day, take a second just to remember the person inside that I know. But it can't be psycho. So just feel the rage at the front of the stage. Put your hands up and show me that you're ready for the inner revival. But it can't be revival. LAMONT then S. Finally feeling like I'm alive now. Every day monotony making my mind cloud. Inner soul awakening, taking the time out. You done woke the beast and now it's time to get it. And deliver the sermon for the blind eyes and critics. I'm in a mix, so it's spitters for the people on the line. The ones that ever show with a t-shirt that says Lamont. The sweat is purely for the sake of my inner soul. Let me see them hands with you at the revival.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've got a special one for you, as tonight's action is part of the NBA Cup with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And with the season still getting up to full speed, here are the latest power rankings. Let's see who's off to the races.
Well, right now for the Kings, they're staying put in the middle of the road. Not world beaters, but not cellar dwellers either. I don't know what else to tell you. They've been just mediocre.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. And it's Parks in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Kings, and it's Drobniak in at the 4. Still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
Here's Yao. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Here's Drobniak. Here's Sanders. Drops in the 3.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's Poole. 11 feet out. Mix pulls it in. Here's Mr. Perfect. Jacks up a 3. Park pulls it in. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. All alone. The shot no good.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Here's Sanders. Fires the three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Parks. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. 6 to shoot. Another miss by Oklahoma City.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Down low. Here's Mix. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
It's early. Let's take a look at the cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
Here's Parks. Poole outside. To the inside. It's picked off. Pass to Sanders. Here's Yao. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's Miles. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Sessions. Here's Parks. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. 6 on the shot clock. Poole from long range. Rebound by Sacramento.
And think about this. That game was really a coin toss. They were fortunate to have survived and picked up the win.
Well, perhaps just knowing that they can pull out a close game, the next time they're in that challenge, they can go in with a ton of confidence.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. He's going with a whole new group out there. And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. Fifth best, the Kings.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played to the paint. Pass to Rodriguez to get back on track. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Sacramento leading by 12. Over to the wing. Here's Mr. Perfect. The rebound by Bayless. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Rodriguez. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Oklahoma City trails by 10. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Goes up at the elbow. Rebound by the Kings. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mr. Perfect. No points yet. Pass to Gray. Takes a three. Shot clock at 5. And Rodriguez pulls it down. Wing shot on the way. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Sacramento Kings ending the quarter up 10. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Here's Mr. Perfect. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Pass to King. Takes the three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Oklahoma City trails by 10. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game. Oklahoma City making a switch here. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And that was good. Kings got his first basket.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
They set a pick. Pass to Parks. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Loose ball. Go the other way. First team foul. Substituting on the court.
The Kings lead by 12. Here's Mr. Perfect. 27 points his last game. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. Mr. Perfect's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. From downtown, the shot comes out.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
Pass to Mr. Perfect from outside the arc. Offensive rebound, Kings. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. And the Kings lead by 17.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposure to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Oklahoma City making a switch here.
Substituting on the court.
On defense, Sacramento. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Now here's Poole. He's guarded closely. Pass to Miles. Just 5 to shoot. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Sacramento passing it around. Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Poole. Here's Sanders. The 3 is up. And it's Poole with a rebound. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Sessions. He's scoreless. Pass to Poole. To halt the run. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. The Kings third.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Poole. Count the basket. Mr. Perfect's got 5 points in the quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And here's Poole. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Miles, that's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Drobniak. Miles with a rebound.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Poole, right side. 23 seconds left in the half. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Drobniak.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Sanders. Here's Drobniak. Here's Mr. Perfect. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for being here. Let's kick things off with a check on the NBA Players of the Week. In the West, the Monster.
The way the game is played now, it's tough for a big man to get the honors. But the bottom line is no one can match up with him. He's just too big and too skilled.
And you see that? He's using my move on the block, the Black Tornado.
What move is that? You going in circles?
Okay, stand up. I'll show you.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Kings.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Oklahoma City trails by 14, and it's Drobniak in at the four-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. There's the screen. To the middle. The kick out to Poole. Shot clock at 3. Off target with the 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Yao. Here's Mix. Got a piece of it. Inside. From 7, Miles. Rebound by Sacramento. Drobniak's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Yao. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Sessions' shot is good.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
To the left wing. Here's Sanders. 6 points for him. And the bucket is good. Mr. Perfect's got 6.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Now here's Poole. Three-pointer, no good.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. It's good. Give him 8.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Parks. Rebound by Sacramento. Drobniak's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
Controls the rebound and the putback. Nix has got his second basket of the game.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip-in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? The drive-by Poole. To the paint. Here's Parks. And the layup is good off the glass. Parks got his first points in this one.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Yao passes to Mr. Perfect. Out of bounds, the Oklahoma City's ball. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Sunday, they'll head home to take on the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Monday,
and for their matchup with the Raptors, that one will be the 7th on the season for them. The team will still be looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Oklahoma City trails by 16. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
It's your fans, it's your Sacramento Kings great team. It's your squad. Who wants a t-shirt?
Making a switch here. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Corner shot. Rebound by Sacramento. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Pass to King. Out to the wing. A minute 20 left in the third. And the three-pointer goes. King's got 5 points.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Here's Boyd. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Drobniak. Drobniak's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Mr. Perfect. Give him 8 points now. On target from range. King's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Pass to Rodriguez. Here's Boyd. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 5. Going inside. Pass to Mr. Perfect. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's the Sacramento Kings up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. And it's Rodman in at the 4 spot. Mr. Perfect shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Rodriguez. Out to the right wing. From behind the arc. And King pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 19. Here's Ruiz. Here's Mr. Perfect. No good that time.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Here's Boyd. He takes it in. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
The Kings call timeout. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Mr. Perfect. The fadeaway. Park pulls it in. Park's got 4 rebounds now. Oklahoma City trails by 17. To the wing on the left. Here's Kane. 5 on the clock. Here's Bayless. Rebound by Sacramento. Dropniak's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Ruiz. There's the triple. Oh, no good.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Here's Parks. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
The Kings call timeout.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. 6 to shoot. Oh, Poole rips down the board. Oklahoma City trails by 15. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
They set a pick.
2 minutes remaining to go. 2 minutes.
Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Poole. Puts it up from 12. Oh, the shot is off.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Sessions from deep. That misses.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Kings.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it shows.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
Here's Poole, following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. Here's Sessions. Shoots it up. Oh, the shot is off. And Sacramento has possession. Here's Yao. Shoots a 3. Here's Mix.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Kings, Mix. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
지기리 가와시 지기리 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 지기로 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 지기리 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 지기로 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 지기로俺たち何チーム友達関西関東西東北南チーム友達チーム友達チーム友達チーム友達チーム友達チーム友達俺たち何チーム友達
Out there in the city eating Western takeaways. Then he packed up his guitar and tried to find a place to play. But they against his head and made sure he was. And his last thoughts were the things he didn't say. Right on, right on, right on, right on. She woke up in the morning and she claimed her JSA. And she turned and asked her man if he was gonna be okay. But his cheeks, they turned a ruby red, and then he frowned and shook his head. And I'm sorry, love, I've got to go away. Right on, right on, right on, right on. They all went out one evening and it's gone. And they tried to figure.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Now the starting group for Hartford. And for Chicago, they've got Big Dog. And it's Holmes in at the 3 spot. These two teams, Clark, play a beautiful brand of basketball with an emphasis on ball movement.
No hero ball between these two squads, Kevin. And you're right, it is beautiful to watch. The ball moves, the player moves, they find quality shots, and the assists come in bunches.
So Hartford wins the tip. Pass to Grantham. Here it's Sita. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Collinsworth. And it's Zadirko missing. Here's Ruiz. Chicago grabs the miss, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Hartford with the ball. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
It's Fields on the wing. Lets the three fly. And it's hauled in by Zadirko. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A nice shot by Beringer.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is Fields. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. 5 to shoot. Tries again. Nice D from Crawford.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Zadirko outside. To the wing right side. A nice shot by Beringer. Berenger's got 7 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Hartford. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. So the wing on the left. Here's Sita. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Holmes passes to the monster. Off target at the rim. Hartford trails by 5. Pass to Grantham. Here's Rui. 9 points last game out. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Beringer pulls it down.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And the shot goes in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Pass to Grantham. Here's Rui. Still without a basket. Inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Chicago leading by 5. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And this is their first time matched up this year with Hartford.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
up going with the new group. .102 left in the first quarter. Hodges the pass to Kane. Launches it. Hartford with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Young, good.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to Kane. Hodges with a screen on Young. Here is Hodges. Jacks up a three. And again, Chicago. No good. Young outside. With 2 seconds left. And he lays it up and in. Young's got 5.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
It's all tied in Chicago. And will return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the floor for Hartford. Livingston is out there with Young. Then there's Gill. And it's Fields in at the 2 spot. Pass to Kane. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And out of bounds as Hartford gains possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for the monster. Great showing for him last season. He put in about 16 points a game last year, 12 rebounds and 10 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now, here is Young. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. He had dropped for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Chicago calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Chicago making a switch here. Collinsworth is checked in. With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. You look at the monster, one of the game's best, second in the league.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, pass to Collinsworth. Here's Beringer from deep three-point land. And again, no good by Chicago.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Kane following the bucket by Hartford. And again, Chicago, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Out to the right wing. Here's Gill. No good with the triple. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. A nice shot by Beringer.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Young, no good.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Beringer's got 7 now in this quarter.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
And Hartford calls time here. Hartford trails by 3. Pass to Fields. They set the pick. Buries the long-range jumper. Fields has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
To the right side. Beringer, a 3-pointer off the mark. For Hartford, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. 1:32 left to play in the first half. Here's Grantham. Here's Sita. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Beringer's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game. His 2nd in this quarter.
Sita guarded by Holmes. Here's Sita. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 6 points for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Drains the 3-pointer. And Chicago leads by 4.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Grantham. Nothing on the board. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Collinsworth. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Pass to Beringer. Clock at 6. That three off the mark. Fires from way outside. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
I love how they're running their offense. They look sharp.
Yeah, hitting shots at a high clip. They'll need more of the same to pull away in this one.
And now, and I know it's still early in the season, but let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
Well, right now for Chicago, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from the Monster.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Here's Collinsworth. We've got the Monster, and it's Big Dog in at the 2-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Beringer shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Fields the pass to Ruiz. Five on the clock. With the teardrop. Chicago leading by 4. Holmes with it. Down low. That's good from Crawford on the assist by Holmes. Crawford's got the first basket of the third quarter for Chicago. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pass to Fields. Here's the screen. Here's Ruiz. Here's Sita. Drains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And the basket by Collinsworth.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Ruiz tried to bank it in, but he missed it. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Nailed from three-point land. And now a 9-point Chicago lead.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And Hartford calls time here. take a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. When you look at the monster, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Pass to Ruiz. Here's Grantham. Pocket 2. Puts one up from 19. The shot by Ruiz, no good.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thank you, guys. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back over to you, Kevin.
And that is saying something. Okay, thank you, Allie. They get the rebound, shrugs off the contact, and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Chicago calls timeout.
All right, fans, let's hear it for your Chicago.
Young's checked in for Hartford. Hartford trails by 11. Now here is Fields. There's a screen. And the shot goes in. Fields has got 5 now.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
The monster passes to Crawford. Hodges with a screen on Young. Pass to Beringer. It's good from long range. Berenger's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Pass to Collinsworth. Shot on the wing. That one no good.
With no D around, you expect him to knock down that midi.
Young outside. This one for 3. And Hartford hits again from deep.
And there aren't many players more reliable from 3-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Here's Collinsworth. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hodges misses. Here it's Sita. And that one is hammered home.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And we've reached the end of the third. Chicago leads by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Hartford, they've got Gill. Livingston is out there with Young. And it's Fields in at the two-guard spot. Now, here is Young from deep. It's hauled in by Hodges. Here's Beranger. Here's Kane. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kane's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Chicago.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Now, here is Young, guarded close, pass to Livingston. They set the screen, hands it from downtown.
The real, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago making a switch here. Collinsworth is checked in. Hartford making a switch here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Driving the lane. Pass to Beranger. Connects from three-point range. Beranger's got 25 points.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Now Young. From downtown. And Beranger pulls it down. Beranger's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's good, 2 points. Beranger's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, man, carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
Here's Collinsworth, defended by Young. A 10-footer, good!
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting runs that he takes.
And Hartford calls time here. both teams making some changes here. Here's the teardrop. Chicago leading by 11. From deep. It's off target. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think, would be helpful.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Zadirko. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And the 3 misses. Hartford trails by 9. Here's Ruiz. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. Tosses it up. Count it. Nice touch.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Just 5 on the clock. 3. Good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Collinsworth. Missed on the 3. Hartford trails by 6.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Doesn't get that one.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Puts up the 3, and it's off.
That's exactly what you want to see, your big men playing big. Strong board.
Fields with it. Lets loose a 3. Down it goes for 3.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And Hartford calls time here. three-pointer. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
The three is off. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
That should about seal the deal, showing the killer instinct.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now our player of the game, the Monster.
or fire skates. No question I was speed. The combination made my eyes. No question I would flow off and try to get the dough off. My life got no better. Same low sweater. Times is rough and tough like leather. Figured out I went the wrong route. So I got with a sick tight click and went all out. Catching from cross seas, rolling in MPVs. Every week we made 40 G's. Yo, brothers, respect mine. I ain't gonna move from the gate now.
Cash rules everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash rules everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo.
It's been 22 long, hard years. I'm still struggling. Survival got me bugging, but I'm alive on arrival. I'll keep back the shape of the streets to stay awake to the ways of the world. Deep. A man with a dream with plans to make cream was fail. I went to at the age of 15, a young buck who never had much, trying to get a clutch on what I could not touch. The poor lady showed my face.
Now to the good part.
Hi, everyone. What a great night for some hoops. With a little more on the line, it's the NBA Cup, and it's in full swing. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You look at Orlando, they're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record. And check it out, Hartford, now 7.5 games back.
Yeah, right now for the Magic, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
And a look at the starters for Hartford. And for Orlando, we've got Edgecombe. And it's Bowen in at the small forward position. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Here's Campbell. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Berente. Just 5 to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark. Nice ball movement by Hartford. And there's the screen. Fires for 3. First shot won't go. Right wing. To the middle. It's deflected. About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Grantham. Here's Ruiz. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Orlando. It's a 3-point game. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Hartford grabs a miss. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year. Puts up a 3, connects from downtown.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Campbell. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
misses the three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Barrett.
Just textbook basketball.
Here's Ruiz.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. Number 1, the Magic.
The way this team played on the offensive end last year was remarkable. Seemed like every night they got everything they wanted and then some.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Brand. Last game for him, he picked up 10. A nice shot by Barrett.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Now Young. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Out of bounds, it'll be Magic ball. And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Brand. And he goes in for the dunk.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Young. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
Come on.
Orlando with the rebound.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Pass to Barrett.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
.32 seconds left in the first quarter here. Shoots. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Aaron Jay's got 5.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Young, the pass to Fields. Shot to stop the run. Claxton with a rebound. Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's Barrett. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 7.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Orlando ahead, up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court right now for Hartford. And it's Gill in the point guard.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Young. Still without a bucket. Rob! And it's Orlando on the break. A nice shot by Barangay.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Gill. Right now averaging 6 a game. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Orlando.
Into the lineup for your Magic, number 77, BJ Edgecombe.
To the left side wing. Ooh, it's stolen away. And they're running. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Fields. Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Here's Brand. They set the pick. The three is up. And Young pulls it down. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Hartford. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Pass to Gill. Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Magic leading by 4. Here's Bowen. Screen by Claxton. Here's Bowen. Really played well against Indiana in his last game. Edgecombe, no good. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. There's Young with the 3. Orlando with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Barangay. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
And Hartford calls time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
both teams making substitutions here. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Ruiz. Here's Grantham. Outside Young. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen. Here's the 3. Claxton with a rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Edgecombe. He had a big outing in that Pacers game as well. The 3. He buries it from 3. And now it's a 9-point Orlando lead.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
A minute 9 left in the second. Hartford again missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. To the wing, right side. Here's Barrentay. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. For Hartford, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Campbell. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Pass to Grantham. Here's Ruiz. Takes a 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edgecombe. 17-foot shot on the way. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first half. Orlando ahead, leading by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. And you know, one of those guys might be the next guy, the next Shaq.
Let's be clear. There will never, ever, 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 ever be another Shaq. I'm 1 in 5 trillion.
1 in 5 trillion. That still means there's a shot. But no argument here from me. You're a great thing, fella. I'm telling you. No argument for me.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Magic.
Talk about putting yourself in a position to succeed. They've executed, and they're taking good shots.
Playing just the way it's drawn up, and let's credit their game planning as well. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Ruiz. We've got Edgecombe. And it's Campbell in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Here's Edgecombe. No points so far. Here's Barrett. Knocks it down from distance. And the Magic lead by 9.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Here's Ruiz. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. He's got 9.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Edgecombe, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Pass to Ruiz. And Barrett pulls it down. Orlando leading by 6. Oh, swiped away. Hartford has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Nice ball movement by Hartford. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. Ruiz can't hit.
Good start to the second half of them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
For 3, hits the trifecta. Barrett J's got 6 here in the quarter.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the game is going global. Players Association President and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Back over to you.
Crossing over borders. Allie, thank you. Hartford shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And Hartford calls time here. Let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. 4th, the Magic.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line. Magic leading by 8. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Campbell. Here's Barrett. Let's go with a 3. That shot off the mark. Here's Fields. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Ruiz. Drills it from deep.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Here's Campbell. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Pass to Berenger. Lets the three fly. It doesn't go for him. Hartford has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Campbell, the pass to the monster. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
One shot.
For Hartford, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. 54 seconds left in the third. Here's Gill. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Here's a look at what's coming up for Hartford. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Philadelphia to take on the Sixers. And then on Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Bowen. His first shot coming late. Orlando again missing. Hartford has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Gill. The crossover, and no good, trying to use the glass. Bowen passes to Brand. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And so it's the Orlando Magic, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for Hartford. And it's Livingston in at the 4.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence is impressive to see.
Fields tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Magic leading by 9. Here's Campbell from downtown. The shot that time not on target.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Here's Fields. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Berenger. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Berenger's got 6 in the quarter.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Outside Young. Here's Livingston. Takes the 3. And that one's good. Gill.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Campbell. Pass to Berenger. Tries it from 19. And the shot is good after hitting off the rim. Berenger's got 19 points.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
And Hartford calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Get ready for more Magic Dancers.
Check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Hartford's head coach said to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Appreciate the report, Allie. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oh, the slick fadeaway. Silky smooth.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Orlando foul. Second personal foul, first team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Hartford has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. From downtown, money from 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. The 3 is in.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Got a hand on it. Here's Campbell. And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth quarter. The 3 is off. Jacks up a 3. Oh, he cannot hit. Orlando's gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Here's Edgecombe. 1:09 left in the fourth. And that's in.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Magic.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the Monster.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Here's Edgecombe. For 3. And out of bounds. Hartford will have it. Hartford ball. Down by 12. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Meeks. Can't get the 3. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.